Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel L Dominance. Anthony here. Please remember to like and subscribe, and also click that notification bell if you enjoy what you've seen and if you want to see more. Coming up in today's episode, Super League and the RFL on 2 rule tweaks. Toulouse Rugby League Super League season hits a little bit of skids, and Oldham released strongly worded statement after cup exit. So, after they were knocked out of the Challenge Cup in the second round by amateur club Loch Lane, Oldham RLFC have put out a statement apologising for the entire event, to be fair, as it was a little bit of a farce. Before kick-off, the floodlights cut out, and twice more during the game. And in a strongly worded statement by Oldham chairman Christopher Hamilton, put it to the fans on the Oldham official website. Firstly, I want to congratulate Loch Lane on what was a deserved victory, no question about that. We wish them well in the next round. However, on behalf of the club, I want to say sorry to our fans and our sponsors for what was an embarrassing night for us. It was bitterly disappointing night for the club and for me personally, both on and off the field. On it, we failed to show the desire and a prerequisite in any game, and we ultimately paid the price. For the wrong reasons, we created a little bit of club history. Off the field, the problem with the floodlights for the second game in a row was the last thing we needed, especially in front of a live audience, both at the ground and via our league. I have already apologised last night to Ralph Rimmer, the chief executive of the Rugby Football League, on the club's behalf. On the floodlight issues, he spoke to the ground owners Avro, the people that are looking after the floodlights, and they were told after the Wakefield game, when it happened the first time, this sort of issue, that the issue had been cleared. But last night showed that there clearly was another issue that needed to be taken up. He did say that it does highlight once again that a massive issue of not owning their own ground for their own causes, and it's for 25 years now that they've battled against problems and continue to do so. It's incredible. They're even feeling sorry for themselves a little bit, as it's ultimately costing them from moving forward as a club. A lot of hard work has gone into pre-season with what is primarily a brand new squad, and sadly a lot of optimism generated will have to be dented last night. This is something the players have to take responsibility for, because it is they who take the field, speaking on last night's performance. As a chairman, I will continue to work as hard as ever, and in Stuart Littler, we have a coach who cares very much about what happens, and like us, is hurting right now. Oldham's defeat to Loch Lane was their first ever defeat to an amateur side, and since dropping down a division to League One, that became more prevalent because they were going into the second round and were facing up against the Castleford amateur side. Again, it's a fantastic result for Loch Lane, and I support them going on from the third round, hopefully to create more magic. But Oldham, it's like a few rugby clubs, to be honest. There's a few in the league that don't own their own grounds and also rely on the ground maintenance people of another company that are not employed by Oldham to look after things. It's Sunday as well, so those people might be down to a skeleton type crew. Don't know. I just know about my experiences with football staff. If they're owned by the club, employed by the club, they're there every single game and have a day off another day of the week. But I'm not sure of financial viability of a community stadium having a renter in Oldham playing games on a Saturday, Sunday, Thursday through to Sunday to be fair, and not having the stadium of their own and employees that run the stadium. You can count up how many clubs are like that, and most of them are in League One. So Super League and the RFL are set to introduce a green card for referees in a way to combat games being deliberately delayed due to either injury or any other factor. Coaches have called for action over games getting longer as a result of delays caused by what some are deeming disingenuous treatment for injuries. A new approach is being brought in following a Laws Committee discussion and approval from the RFL board. It seems that any time a game is stopped due to a player receiving attention, the player must either go off for a concussion assessment or be substituted off, or will have to wait on the sidelines for 2 minutes before returning to play. The introduction of a shot clock in recent years hasn't dealt with the issue of delays, particularly around dropouts. So what does a law look like? Well, should the referee call off time at the request of either the physio, doctor or head trainer to allow a player to receive attention, then the player will either leave the field for a concussion assessment, be interchanged, or will leave the field for 2 minutes of elapsed playing time before being allowed to re-enter the field by the reserve referee in the onside position from the dugout side of the field. When the injured player leaves the field for a period of 2 minutes, the referee will show the green card to indicate this process starting. The referee still holds sole discretion to be able to call time off. Explaining the changes, Rob Hicks, now the RFL Director of Operations and Legal, said, "This rule change only applies when the game is being played or where the shot clock isn't being used. And it doesn't apply if the referee chooses to stop the game because he believes it's not safe to carry on." Castleford and Dewsbury head doctor, Dr. Nick Rayner, one of the first people to react to the insight of the green card news, he tweeted, "Coaches have bemoaned people gaming the system, staying down injured to get their team a breather. It's usually the defending team, attacking player would be behind play. I've been incorrectly accused of this myself before, so this rule will get rid of any of that. However, no one, except medical staff, really know what is going on during the assessment. Just because a player is able to play on doesn't mean they aren't injured or weren't hurt. Where is the actual evidence that this gaming of the system is happening? I think it's overstated. Before medical staff could stop play and make sure the player was able to carry on without the fear of reprise. Now we have a situation where you may go to a player you thought was badly injured, turns out to be okay, and subsequently costs your team the game. All for doing your job. This rule will stop people feigning injury, which I still don't think happens often, but it will also encourage injured, concussed players to get back into the line as they don't want to let their team down, which could be considered a disaster, especially in case of head injuries. Time will tell how things play out. Maybe a positive move for the game in the end, but I think close monitoring on player injury outcomes is key to ensuring no further harm is coming because of it. The RFL say that 60% of coaches are in favour of introducing the 2-minute rule, and they've also announced a subtle change to the ball steal rule. They've confirmed that it's going back to the old rule. If there's more than one person in the tackle, doesn't matter if you dropped off or not, you cannot steal the ball. Full stop. Simple. Back to the old rule. Toulouse Olympic start to the season is going to be a lot harder than we thought, as they have lost star halfback Jonathan Ford ahead of the 2022 season. The French club sent out a statement on their website highlighting the halfback had left for personal and family reasons. It said, by mutual agreement, Toulouse Olympic 13 and Jonathan Ford have decided to terminate the player's engagement with immediate effect. The Australian halfback leaves the club for family and personal reasons. During his 11 seasons at Toulouse Olympic, Jono played 190 games and scored 53 tries. As captain in 2013, he was a real leader and was able to get the best out of his teammates. The entire Toulouse Olympic team is grateful for his contributions to his club history and wishes him the best for the future. As captain of Toulouse, he was one of the stars of the £1 million game, which saw Toulouse promoted after a triumphant win in the £1 million game over Featherstone Rovers. But in an interview with TotalRugbyLeague.com, which you can see in the Rugby Liga or the League Examiner, he said he was asked if he was what people are coining as an anti-vaxxer. He said, "I'm not anti anything at all. That's where everybody gets caught up in this kind of stuff. I'm just pro-choice, and I live a holistic lifestyle. The way I eat and drink, it's very organic and holistic, and it's important to me. Everybody should have the right to choose how they want to live. It's important that we stay united and don't get divided on such an issue, because a lot of people are living in fear, which is understandable because that's all they know." Anyway, it's been a very turbulent period for the club over the last few days, as it was revealed earlier in the week that Mark Corello was one of the players, a handful of vociferous opponents to the COVID-19 vaccine. It could be a major development that may have repercussions on the French side's ability to stay in Super League, especially if key stars are to walk out. But it was a bit of information that Toulouse knew about, as they were offering multiple clubs moves for Mark Corello and Jonathan Ford after the pair were offered to clubs for the current season. Even though they are pillars of the Toulouse side, the coronavirus issue and the French government mandate over vaccinated people only playing sports has caused a wedge between the club and what was reported up to 5 of their players. So it's an interesting aspect, and we don't know who the rest of the players are, and there's a possibility that 2 of such players will be leaving the club also. Due to all the changes, Tony Gigot has been appointed the club captain following the exit of Ford. Fellow pivot Gigot, former Lance Todd Trophy winner with Catalan's Dragons, who joins the French rivals last year, has been appointed as Ford's successor. And in a statement, Tony is a great player who has grown up well and is respected by everyone within the club, said Toulouse head coach Sylvain Hules. He has reached a very good level of maturity that allows him to lead the team and achieve our objectives, including staying in Super League. The club also announced that joining Gigot in the captain's ranks, he will be He will keep the captain, and Maxime Perch will be their vice captain. The experienced player does have the leadership qualities, but with Jonathan Ford playing the Aaron Rodgers defence down at Green Bay, it was inevitable that he would move on. So they had to make changes quickly, and they have done that, with some decent experience, and you know how he never stops talking, Tony Gigo, it will be a good announcement for Toulouse and could be a star choice, as he'll be looking to play his way into the French World Cup squad at the end of this year. And that's it for another episode, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to like, subscribe, and also share this video worldwide so we can get the word out for our Rugby League channel and also the sport of Rugby League as a whole. There is also a new Facebook page where I'll be posting bits and pieces, mostly these videos, onto it. Held dominance on YouTube, on Facebook even. I'm also trying to make it like a free swap of equipment page to help local business, the local rugby clubs, and also people who wants to sponsor local rugby clubs to get involved. Like, follow me on Facebook. I'll direct you towards the page, and if you want to post anything, please do so. If you've got equipment to share with all the local teams, not a problem. If you want to donate it, excellent. I've already put a tackle shield and a head guard on there. Only little things, but still, I'm sure that one local club near to me would be appreciative of those sort of things. So I'm encouraging everyone to go on there and copy what I do. If you've got any spare rugby equipment, anything whatsoever, put it on there and we'll get it out shared towards the community clubs in your area. Also, if you're part of a community club that has got spare stuff and want to help your fellow club to progress so that you guys can help grow rugby league, please get on there and share this stuff. I know it's basically hand-me-downs, but can help people's passion for rugby league stay stronger, as clubs will be able to build themselves up into a position where they don't need to be sharing equipment or getting hand-me-downs from different clubs. It's an idea, but I want to get the community aspect in rugby league, because between the lines, that's where we're competitive. And at training, that's where we're competitive. And if the competition gets better, the quality gets better, and the more respect rugby league will get. Anyway, that's my ramble. Do that, follow on our rugby league website, or you can just press the QR code. That is on the picture right now. It'll take you straight to the page and just join the group. I'll now accept. But in the meantime, thank you very much for watching. Remember to share this video worldwide. Stay safe. All the best. I'll see you in the next episode.